Welcome back, everyone. Drake Hawkins with again, and we're back for another episode of Factorio and Death World Season 3. This is episode 72. The nuclear system is operational. It is currently in dormant mode, waiting for the fuel or the steam to run down, and that is because these guys are not running. Right? Yeah, they're not performing because they aren't needed, essentially. Power right now is, what are they producing? 75 from solar, 57 from nuclear, and 14 or whatever that was from coal. So coal is still somewhat chugging along in spite of the fact that we disconnected it last episode to let the nuclear do all the work. I'm really running fast. I have the 4 legs in, that's why. Let's go ahead and kick everything back online and make this nuclear power work for its money. Spent all that time on it, it better be chugging along. How's that do? That puts us up to 160 right away. Make sure everybody's feeding. This guy's not. There you go. And you're not. I don't know if there's any connection on the other side, but yeah, no, that's okay. You guys are all on. This could be better, but it's happening anyways. This one is just going online now, so we'll see where does it connect to. She runs up into this network, huh? Alright, that'll do. Donkey. I could bleed off a line to set up this other green, but I think we'll wait until this things get going. I think the red is actually going to be our slow point. How are we doing over here? We have red belt in? We do. We have plenty of... You know what? I'm going to unbox that. We're going to let those go full-on hog wild. I like how quick we move now. It's so awesome. Didn't I have a... Oh yeah, it's up top. I was going to say, didn't I have a spot for electric furnaces? But I most certainly did. They're up here somewhere. Right there. Lovely. Alright, and what is the slow point now? Do we have power going through the, or science rather going through everything? We do. And uranium ammo is chugging along. Right? No, it's not. What are we missing? Green? Green science is not going? Interesting. Why for is green science not going? No inserters. Did I break something? Come on, if I broke something, I know you guys would have told me by now, right? No? Oh, it's green circuits just not making it to these. Well, I'm going to hand feed that momentarily. And we definitely are short on the green circuits now. Okay. Looks like it's sort of getting material now. We could upgrade this. This much anyways. Let's do these up as well. And why are we only one side feeding this? You're probably leeching off every... Oh, you're only fed by one machine. Oh, well, that's just unpleasant. Like that. We'll feed the other half of that. Bing, bada bing, bada boom. Oh, it didn't connect that one either. That was doing 3 belts worth of stuff and only 1 was running. That's a thing. Ah, yes, thank you. Thank you so much, my friends. Okay, so that'll bring this back online. Excellent. Because our green is barely bleeding through. Barely supplying anything. I'll let it do that as well. Just in case that becomes a bottleneck. These 2 are fully fed with just 1 now. So maybe we change it up a little. That. Like that. And then throw another one of these in. Like so. And then I'll grab one of these. Do this. Priority output left. Like that. Perfect. Okay. Better solid feeds. So these should be 2 full solid yellow belts coming in now. Okay. How far do they get? I've never taken the time to check if this is big enough. I feel like my instinct tells me this is too big to handle the line. But these guys are stopping now, right? So, yeah. We can do that, and we can do that again. Just like at each point or something? I don't know. Why is that not going to work? What? What? Can I not right click with that? Apparently not. I can't have that selected while I right click. And there. And there. Interesting idea. It works. I mean, it is very, very full. So we're now... no, that's not good enough, actually. Is this red? This needs to be red here. There we go. Now these come out and go to a single, which goes there. That, I mean, it could do that differently, right? Could do that like this. Then tell this one to priority output left. Go there first. If there's extras, dump it over here. Almost full yellow line. Interesting. Do that on all of these. There, and there. Tweaky tweak. Fiddly fiddly. See, the iron makes it all the way down. This is decent enough ratio. Although I think we need to speed up like this at this point, right? And then maybe from like here on these go reds. They're just fiddling. I like this. I like the fiddliness. And then we maybe red this just to get it moving on out faster if possible. I don't know that that really quite tweaks anything. That's alright. Holy Moses, that's a moving line right there. Really, I mean, it's two full green lines, and it's already feeding all the red without backup, so that's good. We'll leave that run for a bit. That'll let us know whether or not things are flowing again. This green science is working again. I could encourage just that without prioritizing. Just make sure that there's no slowdown on it. That would work. It does a little bit, very little bit, but it does. Green's making it down there. You guys should be pretty much full tilt now, yeah? You are, okay. How's our power situation looking now? Barely any more. 175. Well, clearly we're not using our power enough. That's the problem. We're not using materials fast enough. We need to upgrade. Or something like that. How are the fluid situation going? You're full. You seem to be keeping up nicely. There's a solid line of plastics there. I mean, we could add this other... We could put this online. That would be a good good use of extra material. Start with that. And then we need copper, right? Now to do that, I'm going to bring a red line of copper in here, right? That was the plan. That goes away. That goes away. Okay, we need a red line of copper to here. I know it'll be different than the other one, but oh, that's awkward. Do that and that. And this needs to be copper line, yeah? Yeah. So how does we do that? If you feed the top and then all these guys feed the bottom, that might be a smarter plan. Right? Oh, that was a really weird timing for the save. The autosave. Okay, and you two are combining down here now. You should priority output left. No. We should bring on more copper. We don't really have any more copper here, do we? I don't think so. I think this is pretty close to... Yeah, this is only 5 lines going into 3, so they're really not entirely using that. We could grab this one relatively easily. Wouldn't hurt. Is that a priority right now? What do I need to do right now? I don't even know what to do right now. I need to scale things up, I think. I think I do need more copper. Because if I'm going to do, for instance, this line... Yeah, I want that over here even. That's a little awkward. Got this all wonky. Okay, you're going to come down here and do this sort of thing, except for red. To there. To there. And we'll take a red belt and go this way. Here to here, here, and here. That becomes a copper line. Honestly, I think the copper is fine because those ones will be backed up. If I steal a line here, I think that's going to work. So let's make this. Do I? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna cheat out a line here like this. We're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna pretend like this is actually a balance 4 because they will never use with the current system. He's not using anywhere near the full line. So that can go here. That'll pop right into the first setup and get that guy going. And he can add his weight in here. Like that. And that. Like these. The main line should run orange. Red ones all the way through. Good. Coppers come online there. That becomes a input. Speeds that up. Good. And now, pardon me, now you're feeding out full and you're going down that one and this one. Okay, so that's now going to back up with a proper copper feed there. That'll help the red keep up. So this is fully feeding. This guy is kind of half line feeding, unfortunately. Probably because of how it's pulling off later on. Shut the priority off on that. You're going through fine. You go through fine. That's there. Copper's now running down this line, which is conveniently backwards. And somehow those are all backwards. Okay. And this can go underneath. I'm just doing things today. Apparently that's the day. Today's the day for just doing things. I'm going to run a red belt up here. like something like this. Then this. Whatever comes up there will feed in. There we go. Like so. Now that's... oh, I was going to say that's interesting. It's only half, but it's a yellow hitting a red. That's fine. Now this line needs also a similar input. So we do that, and I don't know how we're going to weave that through. Should be interesting. I can bring a red line in here. More SpaghettiOs makes everyone happy-o. Except for it's way too far. And that connects there. And we can run in this way. Something like that. Perfect. Now I need a copper feed in here. Except again, we're bleeding a line off a line. A little bit's going that way, not much, because it's hitting yellow belt. And then most of it comes down this way. This one, they take a yellow belt off there, almost full yellow belt off there. And that's for the top green cable. We're just short on... yeah, we're short on copper now. That's the thing. Copper's trickling down that line. We're just legitimately short on copper input. Oh, that was right. I forgot about this comment. My bad. Dum-da-dum-dum. That's why that line was off balanced. Thank you for that so much. I forgot about that comment. You folks are smart and stuff. Yeah, there's just not enough copper here. So let's tend to that. Let's grab some more. Where's our nearest artillery? Right here. Cut. And paste. Have fun, guys. Have fun blasting the world apart. The carnage begins. Da 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 da. Deedly da. Carnage time. Welcome everybody to Death and Carnage with Drake Hawkins and artillery. The fun has begun. So much fun to begin blowing things up. Wastefully destructive. This is too much fun. Excellent. They don't stand a chance. I tell you, no chance at all. Oh, except for those damage noises. Except for that. Oh, except for that. Oh, careful. Repair faster. Oh, that's robots getting blown up. It's a good thing I have a lot of them. I can throw those in there, and I could throw maybe those in there. That'd be lovely. It's a good thing there's a forest right here. It's really slowing them down substantially. I was going to say I could throw some help at them, but that would be very unhelpful. Yikes! Yikes! They're coming for me! That poison really does mess them up. Look how much damage they're getting before they come through there. Some of them are all nearly dead. And at least even the big guys are a good 15-20% damage by the time they get through there when I throw that at them. I think they're done. I think they're not gonna come at me anymore, bros. Oh boy. I'll help over here. Dee. Smashy, smashy holes. Filling in the holes. It's a good thing that artillery's done for now. Because I may have made some unhappy unfriends. I might have upset some creatures. Some evil, deathly creatures. Autosave. Oh, how lovely. There's a lot of carnage, and it does cost some turrets and some bots, but it's worth it. Totally worth doing. Okay, now let's consider our plans here. Where's my walls? I would like to... I could probably remove the productivity modules off my list for now, right? Maybe? No? Don't really need those. Don't really need those and those right now. Let's go ahead and make sure I have walls. Do I not have walls? No, not at all. Let's go 400. Do I have laser turrets? I do have laser turrets on here. Good. Oh, they have walls right there. Look at that. Ooh, that was noisy. That was very noisy. What do we want to do then for here? Do we want it? I don't really want to make just an excursion. Is it right to just go all the way up and over? What do we do with that space? I don't know, rocket stuff maybe at some point? I don't know, I really just want to chop a hole right here. I don't know, copy something crazy like this. Something, something. Something like that. There we go. Walls are going in. Good. Kind of want it to go just north of the base. Just north of the, this stuff. If I bring the towers in line, does that work? Seems to. No, it doesn't. That's a little more than we need. So about there. Well, that was awkward. Put that whole thing in the wrong place. By one tile. That's what we want right there. I like it when they're outside of build. You're doing these builds outside of the Roboport range. It seems to be much cleaner. See? Look at that. Look how quickly they just get things done when they don't have to leave the jobs to others. Yeah, see, that's not properly balanced, Drake. You don't have a proper build here. That is though, right? If I do that, one tile overlay, huh? One wall tile overlay is fine. There we go. It's a little far actually, but yeah, it's a little far. I'm gonna bring it back one. How about there? I guess, there we go. Oh, we are having problems here. We need this. This over here. No, over here. Where is it? Over somewhere. And those are all wonky. This. This is what I want. And I want it to actually fit. So let's go down here. There. And there. Something like that, and like this. There. Okay, all connected, unnetworked. Yeah, but you're not covering it. So another one right there. And right there. This guy in the middle. And over here. Somewhere up here. Perfect. And then I need this again. There we go. Look at you. Magical. It's like I meant to do it. And then I think we do... What was it, like that we did last time? Yeah, it'll do. No, it really... Yeah, it'll do. It'll do just fine, Drake. Don't overthink it. And there, but then these ones no. That no. And then basically all of this can go away, right? All of it. I think we're good. We got it all cleaned. There's all the bad stuff, all those icky walls and stuff. I mean, trees and stuff. This can go away. And this can go away. And then this can go away. And these. And all of this. And then I need, oh, I just did a whole bunch of copies, didn't I? Yeah, I did. And then that can go in there. Bring one in there, and we'll reconnect this. Bang! Bada bing, bada boom. Look, we got a bunch of copper. No, I want to go run over here for a second and say, where are you, coppers? Copy, say, oh, we are having power issues, are we? Why are we having power issues? Why are we out of power? You're telling me my nuclear reactors are not running. I have 32 megawatts of power. Well, that's part of the warnings that I was getting, right? I mean, we are legitimately out of power for some reason. Those reactors should be running with the steam setup that I had it set up. So what part of the system has now been tested and failed? Let us see. It's not that we're consuming too much power, because we have 142 megawatts. That thing should be pumping out 7 plus. 7 to 800. So, let's run over there and see why we are having catastrophic failures on a network that should not ever have such. All of the coal is off, so we should be getting no coal power. You guys have plenty of fuel cells. You're not getting fueled because... Why? How is there that much power, or that much steam in this system, and it's not getting... Okay, so this is not... This piping system doesn't work, is what's going on. 1.5k there, and he's looking at it... Okay. Alright, that's what's going on. Let's do this different then. Okay. That was my error. Should not have tried to use that type of a export steam pipe system to do things. So let's just crank all that steam right back into the line, shall we? And this is not ideal, but it'll work. Temporarily get all that steam back in there, pump it out of all these units here. It'll tweak with these guys, but they're back on now. Yeah, that was the problem. The line was taking, once it filled up, it took too long for it to drain back out. So only one on a register makes a little more sense to me. Even less than that, do like 3 of these or 6 of these that are entirely grouped. So they'll pull all the steam out of that junk. We'll have 6 of these that are close by here, right? Now they're all running and we're fine on power. Yeah, that was the dumb. 242 megawatts, no problem. Somehow there's still some being generated from steam engines. Should be dwindling. I don't know what would be generating our steam engine power. So unless, did I leave a... Okay, those guys are all off. Oh, they've got solid fuel, huh? Okay, that's the deal right up here. This crew is doing solid fuel. Do I even want it to? I've disconnected those ones. I think I will disconnect this one entirely as well. I don't really want any fuel. I mean, that's our backup, our balancer for our part of our balancer for our fluids. So I might have to adjust this. I realize that's gonna probably break the system. It is well balanced now. It is currently cracking and or fueling efficiently, but the problem is I'm gonna mess with that if I take it offline to let nuclear do its thing. See, now this should dwindle down to nothingness. This is feeding nicely. Must have gotten a few extras through here, eh? Yeah, they're getting a few. Oh, hello. That's broken. How are you doing that? How did you manage to get some of those in there? Are you all set? You are all set. What the heck? How did you get there? Oh, you know what? There's the problem. They were getting through. Right there. Okay. That works. Now, I'm going to put in a cut here. We're going to come back and we're going to see about other nuclear devices. We get that copper hooked up and then we'll check into other nuclear things because all this coal stuff is now offline and I'm perfectly happy with that. Yep, that works for me. So the whole base is now running on nuclear power and it's only using 220. As the solar is coming down, our nuclear power takes over when needed. And this guy should be dwindled to nothing. He's still must have somebody connected. Yeah, why are you flickering? Don't flicker. You have no reason to flicker right now. Solar is doing some of the power. You're still running, eh? Yeah, you guys still have a pile of fuel backed up. So when this runs out of fuel in 6 more fuel cells, then it'll stop working. That's fine. So by the end of next episode, it'll be entirely off. And I'm fine with that. We can activate it if we need to. In fact, I can remote activate it by just throwing a unit at it, or a robot at it from anywhere on the map. Alright, so that's... Oh, that's chuggy when looking back that far and doing all that. That's what we wanted to have happen, I think. Pretty much. Fairly sure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and blueprint this. Just say, I don't know, give me like this chunk or something, right? And then we go up and throw that on the copper. And next episode, we're missing a connection there. Next episode, that's really weird. Next episode, we should have a ton of copper operational. So let's run him right down to the very tippy-tappy bottom. Yes, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. Does that work like that? That does. Go like that. Nothing to put in there. Fine, fine. Do it again. But we got to put in a cut here, so let's do that, and I'll be back with you next episode, and we're going to continue this. The conversation, as always, is lively as can be in the comment section. So keep it up, guys. I love it. I appreciate it, and I think a lot of people really love this game and love the variety of crazy that you can do in this game. There's a lot of truth to somebody's recent comment that there isn't exactly a one-size-fits-all way to... Oh. There is a one-size-fits-all way to break that. Ugh. Go away. Stop doing what you just did, Drake. Because you screwed something up. All of that. All of that is nonsense. How'd I do that? Oh, you know what? That's horrible. Got distracted, got talking, and didn't do what I needed to do. Alright. Oops. We'll fix that. But we'll do that in the next episode. Thank you, everyone, so very much. We'll see you in game.